Thanks for tuning in to the Spread Your Wingspan podcast.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're your hosts, two friends who immediately bonded over our secret smut addictions. So join us as we journey together through our favorite romance and fantasy stories and discuss all things kinks, female pleasure, taboos, and more.
Make sure to check out the show notes for any spoiler alerts and content warnings. We're happy you're here. Let's get to today's pod. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Jenny.
Or should I call you Sarah?
Yes.
So, guys, we're going to have a debate about the main character of these books.
Well, it's not really a debate so much as you're wrong, I'm right.
No, two truths can be held at the same time.
Audiobook listeners, you might think that this character's name is Sarah. Visual book readers know in the pronunciation guide, which is in the front of the book, it is written S-E-E-R-A, Sarah.
I take issue with
It's
the
also
pronunciation guide.
Nyctos, not Nyctos. Nectus. You know, there's
There's
Anyways.
a lot. Anyways, should we not skip over the title of the book, as I always do? I feel like there's always a nitpicky thing where I'm like,
Yeah.
Sarah, have to talk about this.
Today we are talking about the first book of the Flesh and Fire series, A Shadow in the Ember. This is the prequel series to the Blood and Ash series.
We continue with the very confusing collection of book titles.
Yes.
Which I'm never going to keep these straight. Even in our folders, like, you know, in our highly organized podcast folders, I had to put the title and then the what book number. Because, guys, y'all, I was getting
killing
confused.
Me. Yeah. I mean, literally the fourth book in this prequel series is called Born of Blood and Ash.
I mean, but makes sense. There's a prophecy.
Yes.
And so I understand to a degree how she is getting these titles.
For sure.
But she made it unnecessarily confusing.
Yeah. I'd full agree. I think everyone who reads these concurs. Yeah. But I'm really psyched. As you guys know, I've been wanting her to read these books even more than the Blood and Ash books. And we had, you know, an unintentional reprieve during the summer.
Yes.
So I've been very patient. We were hoping to finish everything before The Primal of Blood and Bone came out. We did not. That book is out.
It just came out.
Like
last week. We're recording this on Saturday, September 27th.
I've had to hide so many Reddit pages from myself.
Have you read it?
No, I'm restraining myself.
Are you? Oh, because you said you were going to read it because you didn't want spoilers. I did give you permission to read it.
You did. I'm trying. We'll see.
Okay. Well,
we could talk about this at the end of the pod, but I haven't seen spoilers per se, but I have seen emotions people are having.
Okay.
And I'm nervous.
Those are sometimes as good as spoilers.
Basically, it seems like most people are not happy with the book.
Yeah.
So.
I do understand. Oh, that's about like a Crescent City situation?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if it's that bad. I don't know if it's that severe.
I don't think anything will ever be that bad.
Right?
Ugh.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I do, though, even though we're only halfway through, there's 4 books in this prequel series, but you have very vehemently been like, no, we have to read this prequel series before book 6 comes out. And I'm now, I'm understanding why.
Yes. Oh, wait till we get to book, because we've read, spoiler alert, books 1 and 2.
Yes.
We're talking about both today in 2 separate episodes.
Correct. We're going to do our best not to overlap. We always try our best for you guys, but we're only human.
Spoiler warning. So yeah, if anything accidentally slips through, our bad, mea culpa.
Yeah. Please forgive us and tune in next week.
Yes. But once you read book 3, stuff is really going to start.
Okay.
And I'm sure you can guess based on the end of book 2. Anyways.
Yes.
But today we're talking about book 1.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves as we are wont to do.
Spoilers content warning. There is mention of suicidal ideation in this book, and just general like depression and anxiety. But I would say if that's like a real trigger point for you, proceed with some caution. It's not too explicit, but it is present.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. There is also mention of threat of sexual assault, but again, not shown on the page. Am I missing anything?
I mean, other than the fangs and blood situation.
But yeah, there is, but it's not as bloody as Blood and Ash,
correct.
I would say.
Yeah.
But
it is present.
There is blood play.
Yeah. I would say this is like vampiric adjacent. Like I'm having a hard time calling.
I don't even think of it as vampires.
But they're not vampires, but they're, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a term, like, and all I can think of is vampiric adjacent. Because I've had some people ask me, like, oh, what are you and Sarah reading? I'm like, actually, we're reading this great series. Tune in for when we record the episodes. But yeah, just I think we've discussed before, like who likes the vampire stuff, who likes like the power dynamics and everything. And so just I very lightly said to friends, like, yeah, I'm really into it because this is smutting real good.
Oh, it's such good smut.
And
She writes a good sex.
she does. And I don't always want to be reading the straight vampire stuff. So I feel like this is like a really good
it's a good Jenny level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think vampiric adjacent is a good way to describe it. Again, like I don't even think about this as vampires.
Yeah.
I think about it honestly, and I've been having this thought broadly about romantasy. I think it's all monster smut, you guys. Yeah. It's all fucking monster smut. Yeah. It might as well all be like fucking werewolves under the moon. Like really, they're saying like just like it's all there's all these present elements
shifting. There's
and the
different
immortality, right? Like all of it is monstrous.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily need to be a dragon with 2 dicks.
Yeah.
Which sometimes it is.
Yeah, which is interesting.
Cheers.
Because last week last recording we were talking about like what makes humans monstrous.
Yes.
And I'm remembering now in reading, I think mostly in the first book, they do talk about what makes somebody a monster.
Yeah.
A couple of times. And I was like, oh, that's actually kind of interesting. She doesn't too deeply get into calling people monsters in this book because they are talking about like monstrous behavior more than monsters.
Correct.
Because we do have creatures.
Yeah.
But yes, I would agree with you.
Yeah. So anyways, to get to the summary, yes, y'all, these are long summaries. We're drinking wine today. I'm gonna have a sip before I do this.
Okay. Pause left in for effect.
Years ago, Roderick Murrell made a deal with the Primal of Death, a reprieve from the mysterious rot destroying the mortal lands, in exchange for the first daughter born of his bloodline, promised to be the Primal's future consort. Serafina Murrell is this daughter, born in a shroud. She spends her whole life being groomed to become the perfect mistress to the Primal of Death, a blank, innocent, yet sexually provocative slate. And on the side, a deadly assassin. As the years in the mortal realm passed, the royal family learned an important secret. If Sierra can kill the Primal of Death, the deal they made with him will fall in their favor, and the rot will be eradicated. The issue? The only way to kill a Primal is to make them fall in love with you. At age 17, Sierra is presented to the Primal of Death only to be rejected. From then on, she is even more outcast in her family for her failure. She is ignored and abused, sent on assassination missions by her mother, and left to roam the city alone. One night, she witnesses a mysterious murder. As she attempts to intervene, she is caught by a god named Ash, who saves her life by keeping her from investigating further. As part of their ruse to remain undetected, the two kiss. Mm-hmm. The two keep meeting. Their intimate encounters grow, as do their confessions to one another. Meanwhile, Sierra finds ways to improve the mortal realm with her limited influence. She saves the child of an abusive brothel owner. She also saves the life of her stepsister's girlfriend using a mysterious gift. Somehow, she is able to bring the dead back to life. Everything changes when Sierra's stepfather, the king, dies. His son Tavius immediately abuses his power by threatening to rape Sierra and then whipping her in a public fashion. As she's being whipped, the Primal of Death rips through the realm to rescue her. Surprise! It's Ash. And Ash is actually Nyktos. In order to save Sierra's life, he has to take her as his consort once and for all. Together, the two travel to the land of the gods, Elysium. In Elysium, Sierra learns more about the dangers that plague the realm of the gods, the corrupt and cruel king, Colas, his many deranged creations and followers, and the high-stakes games of politics played between the primals and other gods. As she and Nyktos continue to fool around, very successfully, while also growing closer to one another, she struggles with the task at hand, killing the primal god she has begun to care for in order to save her realm. One day, the truth comes out. The rot had nothing to do with Roderick Murrell's deal. It's a consequence of Colas, the true primal of death, masquerading as the primal of life. Sierra's intended betrayal rocks the house of Hades, Nyktos' home, and all the gods who lived there. He is furious with Sierra, and the tender beginnings of their relationship are shattered. However, they do finally fuck as a result of his anger and need to feed, so that's fun. Finally, Sierra and Nyktos are visited by the Aerie, the gods of fate, who inform them that Sierra is going to die as a result of having ingested Nyktos' blood. She has the embers of the true primal of life in her, the embers from Ethos, Nyktos' father. And not only that, she is the reincarnated soul of Sotoria, a mortal who Colas fell in love with and subsequently killed then awakened from the dead, then killed again. Sierra is Sotoria, and she is the true primal of life. But because she will die of the same... Oh, sorry. But she will die because of the same embers that give her power. The only solution? To be ascended into primalhood by the one who loves her. Only hiccup? Nyktos has made it known that he is incapable of love.
Irene, we just continue the twistiness of Jennifer L. Armentrout. Which I will say I'm finding more satisfying and less annoying with the prequel series. That it's not hitting as fast and hard, which usually I love, but it's her pacing is much better in this series.
Agreed.
I think.
Yes.
But yeah, lots of twists, which are super fun.
Yeah.
And keep it really interesting.
Yes. And they're ones that, like, if you're reading Blood and Ash, you know that Sierra is the primal of life.
Right.
So you're like, well, I know we're going to get there. How do we get there?
And actually, how the hell are we going to end up there?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So we'll get to your last point
later.
Yeah. Because I think I want to talk about that a lot.
Yeah.
But, my just initial... Oh, no, wait. Do you want to do themes first?
Sure, we do themes. Yeah. Okay, so we got fate versus free will is a big one in this series. And it comes up a lot in this book. Consent versus coercion, another in series-wide theme. It's one of the reasons I love this series. I think it is very well rendered. And then, just in terms of why we read romantasy and what we like, found family, really present in these books. And then intergenerational trauma.
Yeah. Excellent theme naming.
Thank you.
Theme naming?
Yeah.
Yeah, fate versus free will, man. Like, I'll call her Sierra if you need me to.
You can call her Sarah.
Okay, here's my only like rub about this, because there is very clearly a pronunciation guide. We talked about this in the first series.
Yeah.
The audiobooks that are clearly performed by people hired by the publishers pronounce all the names differently.
Yeah.
So I just find it really annoying. Like, if there is a pronunciation guide, like, the audiobook narrators should have used it, because they did not. 100%.
Yeah.
But point B that I've said to Sarah separately, because in the audiobook recording, she's calling her Sarah. And so I just think of my Sarah. And so I don't want to think of her as Sarah, because I think of Sarah.
Oh, a freckled, curly-haired, curvy woman?
Who could that be?
I don't have moonlight hair, though.
No, I know. But I shared with Sarah earlier, I'm imagining Sarah Sierra with red hair, because I just have such poppy vibes.
Yeah.
Which,
when Nyktos is actually the one with red hair.
Oh, maybe that's...
You just like
conflated that in my
combined them
brain.
together. Yeah.
I do that sometimes. Yeah. So, publishers, come on. You could have done better.
Absolutely.
You really could have done better.
Especially knowing Jennifer L. Armentrout spells things in a way where you're like, I'm not going to... The pronunciation guide is like, that's how it's pronounced? Like, these are not intuitive pronunciations.
Right. And she's already using so many names that are similar.
Yes.
Like...
Yes.
These are my nitpicky rubs about...
That is a high fantasy thing.
Yeah.
Right? So there's precedent, but, like, she doesn't have to be.
No, she doesn't have to be.
Like Nyktos and Nektos?
It's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. Luckily, I know who is the primal and who is a dragon.
Yeah.
Like, thank God.
Oh my God, fucking love Nektos.
Can we take a, moment to honor the baby dragons?
Jadis and Reaver?
Jadis and Reaver?
Yes. They are one of the best parts of this series.
Oh my God. And Jadis, just being a cute little toddler, just wants to be ridiculous and cuddle.
Yeah, and learning to eat off of a fork.
So
flipping might be a book too. Anyways.
Either way, doesn't matter.
That's not a real big spoiler.
No. But yeah, I think it brings lovely, not comic relief, but just
no, but that's what I've talked about. That's what she's so good at. I laugh out loud often while reading these books. And it's just it makes you feel really warm fuzzies.
Yes.
And that's the found family aspect, so strongly at work. And I was also thinking, I was in preparation for this episode, I'm prepared to defend this author because people are so critical of her on the internet. Is she the best writer? No. Are there things I would love to rewrite for her and improve? Absolutely. We've talked at length about, I think one of her main weaknesses is her kind of idiomatic writing and her dialogue, right? But I think one of the best strengths she has is the believability of the relationships she's creating.
Yes.
I always believe that these people who are in love are obsessed with each other.
Yes.
It's not
you feel
love.
it.
There's a legitimate...
You feel it. You feel the angst. You feel the anxiety. You feel the questioning, the internal stuff. You feel it.
It's not just miscommunication trope or like, it's just like, oh, like really legitimately believe and root for this couple.
Yeah.
But then also the friends, she feels motherly towards this baby dragon. Like, all of that is
believable.
so believable.
Believable. Like, you feel like you were just dropped next to these people and you're just witnessing these scenes.
Yes.
Like, you're just chilling with friends that happen to be primals and, you know, godlings and drakens and all of that. You're just like, yeah.
You totally get it.
Just watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just like instantly buy it
Yeah.
to the family, especially in Elysium.
So I love her dialogue. I don't have an issue with her having modern dialogue because I think
it's not the modernity that bothers me.
Okay, so what is it?
It's often people don't. She often like says things out loud that people wouldn't actually say out loud. Like somebody will say like, "Well, that was a really confusing way to say that," and instead it's like somebody would like raise their eyebrow and be like, "What you talking about, bruh?" You know what I mean? Like, it's like there's an explicative way that she has people speak where they're really explaining how they feel about something rather than like demonstrating it facially.
Show, not tell.
Yeah, exactly. She sometimes does it. It's not like across the board extreme in either way, but it is, I find it, I'm like, it's a really easy edit. Honestly, if I was her editor, I'd be like, oh, we can
improve this.
Smooth this out.
Yeah. Forgive me if I'm mixing this up, but is the Blood and Ash series one that the criticism is that they use like modern vernacular?
That is part of it, but now, okay. There's another book called The Fall of Wrath and Ruin, which I have read.
That's a great title.
Which is related to these books.
Oh,
which is Jennifer L. Armentrout book. And it is one of
Is it in the same?
Well, it's not clearly, but one of the characters is showing up in the Primal of Blood and Bone, which is the book that just came out.
Oh.
And it either takes place
Are we really SJMing this situation?
Yeah. It either takes place eons before or eons after these series.
Oh, all right.
But there's a lot of like stuff that's like, so basically in that book, that takes place eons after our time.
Oh,
like,
okay.
It is like post-America, like post like climate disaster, like gods were involved, but basically they're like, morals are killing the earth, we're gonna start over with you. Like, we're basically gonna like
fascinating. Oh, that's cool. Are we gonna have to read this book?
I already read it.
Well, that's okay.
Yes, you are going to.
I mean, are we gonna have to pot about it?
I haven't mentioned it to you yet because I didn't want you to be like, another fucking book, Sarah.
No, I'm enjoying this universe. I'm enjoying this universe.
Okay.
I mean, until I read book 6, apparently.
So, for that reason,
yes,
she has basically created a loophole for herself.
Oh.
Where there's precedent for lasagna being
the casseroles.
The casseroles, the like, are you shitting me, bro? Or like, I'm level, like all of that.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Sorry.
It's okay. I'll get. Okay. We'll put a pin in that for now.
Yes.
But noted.
Yes.
So I hear what you're saying because you as a writer are looking at this with more of a critical writing,
and
drafting.
It's only, again, like really bothers me on reread.
Yeah.
Initial read, I'm like so taken in. I'm so captivated by
that makes
plot
sense.
And the relationships. But because I've read these so many times, I'm like, just that one sentence just drives me nuts.
Fair. Okay.
So, your reaction.
My reaction. So I agree with a lot of so guys, Sarah's really good at writing the summary and then writing down her reactions. And I never write my reactions. I really just kind of riff off of hers and interject like my thoughts that she, are different from hers. But I literally read her notes and I was like, yes. And I have thoughts about that one too. So I also love a Hades Persephone story. They are.
They're so hard to fuck up, but I've read bad ones.
Yeah, I mean anything we fucked up, but I just think they're. We love a shadow daddy.
We do. We fucking love a shadow daddy.
We love a shadow daddy.
We've talked about this. I think we will continue exploring why that's interesting as long as we do this podcast, because it's like such a curious development of the last 15, 20 years, I think.
Yeah.
And yet there's a deep historical precedent.
Yes.
Right. And like the whole, like, who's telling the story? What perspective are we hearing in terms of like what morality tale we're being told, right? Like, I love when it's like when you hear it from Persephone's point of view and not her mother's point of view. Yep. She's like, bitch, I wanted to fuck Hades. Like,
yeah, fuck Demeter. I'm almost always being like, Demeter, you were a fucking bitch. You suck.
Yes. Yeah, and Hades is like, what? Why am I the bad guy?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and the fact, I mean, this isn't like a total telegraphed Hades and Persephone story, but it's definitely like, okay, the primal of death, she has to go live in his realm and be his consort. She's sold off like as a child. She, like, okay, it's pretty Persephone.
Yeah, totally. And I also do love Sierra and Nyktos. Like, they're... So I might have to talk about our last point here.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so in about halfway through the first book, I was like, there's a lot of similarities of details between Sarah and Poppy. And between Nyktos and I'm drawing a
Castile.
Castile.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I find them very different.
No, the way that they're both obsessed with their hair, like there's some interactions that because we just read the first series, not too long ago. If I had been, so two things. If I had read these kind of further apart, I might not have noticed it.
Yeah.
So in some ways, I think she's being a little lazy, just a little lazy. But I also assume she's foreshadowing things.
Yeah.
So I'm giving her some leeway. Like, this is a prequel series that is going to explain a lot of...
Cass is a descendant of a character in these books, but it's not Nyktos.
That's fair.
So, but I don't know if you picked up
that's
on
why
who he's a descendant of yet.
I'm trying not to think about it too hard because I really just want to enjoy this. So not that I wouldn't enjoy it, but I'm just trying to let it unfold.
Fair enough.
I'm just trying to let it unfold.
Which is how you read. We read so differently. I'm like, let me solve X, Y, Z. Like, what kind of puzzles can I put together?
Could it be this?
Can I predict everything accurately? And Jenny's like, whoa, this is fun. This I like this book.
Reading for pleasure. The definition.
Listeners, if there's a way that's right to read, it's not mine.
But it makes for rich discussions.
Surely.
So it's definitely not wrong. But I do think that there's just a little bit too much that's similar in the way that they're interacting and, you know, kind of falling in love. But I'm going to give her grace and just assume that she's foreshadowing and setting up. Like, there's a reason for the similarities. Because otherwise, if not, I'm going to think she's a real lazy smut writer.
In the Sierra and Poppy regard, there are legitimate reasons that I absolutely cannot share with you because I'll get a huge spoiler.
Yeah, fair.
It's not even like fully confirmed in this series. It's going to be confirmed in the Primal Bud and Bone, but like everybody knows it's essentially confirmed.
Yeah.
It's the only conclusion to draw. It's part of what gave me like massive goosebumpies when I was reading this series.
Yeah.
And I was like,
wait a minute.
And it's not just that. Sierra is Poppy's literal grandmother.
Yeah.
And so she is going to be similar
to her similar stuff.
Descendant.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even like generations removed. She's her son is Poppy's dad.
Yeah.
So there's going to be genetic components to these similarities. Like, for the reason they look alike.
Yeah.
They're both curvy, freckle, right? Like, I would also like to say that I find there are specific important differences as well.
Agree.
Namely, Sierra is not innocent, naive to the world like Poppy.
Milk toast.
Yeah, like Sierra.
Yeah, I agree.
Has literally been visiting brothels.
Badass.
She's young. She's 21, so she's also young, but she's not young in the way that Poppy is.
Yeah.
And conversely, Nyktos is the virgin.
Which I love.
Right?
Loved that. How often do we get to see somebody with that much power? How often do we get the story of how he has his first sexual encounter?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
I can't name another one.
It's so good.
It's so good. I'm really delighted in that.
Yes. And it's like, it's so Nyktos, like it's just so that's when you're talking about him and Cass. I'm like, I think of them as so differently because Nyktos is hinged. Cass is unhinged. Nyktos is fully hinged.
Yeah, no, I don't mean them as characters. I'm just talking about the details, the details of like when he wants to braid her hair every night, and Castile's obsessed with Poppy's hair.
Totally.
Like, there's a couple of things I can't remember the specific details, but there were 3 times that I was like,
yeah,
really?
It's like a writing tick she had or something.
Just like, good fucking Lord, Jennifer, I adore you. We share the same name. Get rid of bundle of nerves and fucking turgid peak and down the center of me. Like, come on, do better. We love you.
We love you. If Sarah J. Maas never writes Thrust Home again, I'll be good.
Forever.
Or Slammed Home. It's even worse than Thrust Home.
I think Slammed Home. It's just honestly, it takes me out of the smut. And I want to be in the smut. This is good smut. But like, you're ruining it for us.
Yeah, just call it a click.
She
sometimes does. That's the crazy thing. I think there's like once or twice.
There's some pussy and cunt thrown around in this, I think.
Yeah.
Which I love.
I love it.
Like, be modern. I don't care. Make up your own fucking word. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just stop calling it a bundle of nerves. Yep. Dear baby Jesus, please.
Yeah. And I think turgid peak is worse.
so much worse.
If you don't watch us on YouTube, you should for Jenny's face.
I can't handle it. And for the most important reason, don't take me out of the smut.
Because it's good. Because she's writing good smut. The way she, again, you know I'm so anal about body positions. And the fact that I used the word anal.
Oh, so good.
I know. Nitpicky about body positions. And I'm like, I understand all the physics at play in these sex scenes.
Yeah.
Even when they're like doing it kind of a superhuman monstery way, like they are capable of things we are not capable of.
Shadow walking, or
when he fucks her with his shadows. Wait, that might be book 2.
No, I think that's book 1. I think that was book 1.
It's not that big of a spoiler.
No, but it was hot. I can't remember now. I think it was
tentacle porn, but
it was book 1. I was telling a friend the other day that I finally found immortality porn. Because I was like, I have found a way of fucking that I have never heard described in a book before, and I'm calling it immortality porn.
I love it.
And I was like, could you imagine being fucked by
shadows?
Like, because primal would be hard to explain, but like a god's shadows?
Right?
And he was like, no, I can't imagine that.
And they're
I was like,
hot.
and it's hot to read? He's like, okay, that's cool. And I'm like, immortality porn. I've unlocked a new kink. Shadow daddy.
Move over fairy porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. The aggression, the kind of like the hate fucking they do. Oh, it's so good. Like, and he's like holding her with his like canines and keeping her in like a prone position while he fucks her from behind aggressively. And by the way, this is the first time this guy has fucked. He's taken to it like a duck to water.
Yes. And she, so much so that
she's like, you must not be a virgin.
Book 2, but she's like, there's no way that you could have been a virgin. He's like, no, legit, I was.
Yeah. He's like, I'm really pleased you think I'm so good at fucking. And she's like, you're not just good at it, my guy. It's a revelation.
Yes. Revelatory. Yes.
Yeah. Like, and they don't even fuck till like way late in book 1. Like, we're getting a lot of fingering action on these books.
Yeah, and a lot of good makeout sex.
Like, like making out, like the way she describes the blowjob, I'm like, yeah. Like, she's gifted. She's got the talent. She's got the good.
Yes, and there's a lot of variations too, because
you're not just getting the same fingering every time.
Exactly, or just the same fucking every time. And she takes her time with the descriptions. Like, this is, to me, I'll give some leeway and some grace on writing quality, and I will give some leeway and grace on pacing. If you give me good twists and turns, some hard-hitting smut, and some solid creature action. Just like, give me the Draken, give me the gods, give me the primals, and explain the lore.
Such good storytelling.
I want the lore.
Yeah, I love the lore.
Yeah, and I mean, like, storytelling, like, we can read modern novels, and it's excellent storytelling.
Absolutely.
But I mean, like, I think for me, even though I love the epic world building, magic systems and all of that, like, I don't always need that. I just need to understand how this world works.
Yeah.
And make me feel like I'm sitting next to these people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because some high fantasy, I don't need to be sitting there. I'm looking down on the world, and
That's
I'm like,
true. It's more of a bird's eye view.
Yeah. And I love that too. Like, I don't need to feel included.
That's very Cushion's Dart. Is it the first like 100, 200 pages? You're hovering in the clouds being like,
we are the primals.
Fuck? Yeah. And then you kind of swoop down and get into the story.
Which I guess I'm kind of defining in my brain, like, what I like about high fantasy, because I love the complex stories. I love the world, the politics, the languages, all of that. Yeah, bring it on. Love it. But I like to read that more as I'm looking down from the bird's eye view.
Sure.
The good romantasy and good modern writing, modernly written romantasy, however I want to say that, I want to feel like I'm there.
Yeah.
I want to feel, like you say, you want to feel like, when the smut's good, you want to feel like you're a part of it. I'm part of the equation. Like, that's part of the fun.
Involved. I'm getting fucked.
Yeah. No, but I think that's why a lot of women love romantasy.
Yes.
They can legitimately imagine themselves as Sierra, as Poppy.
Yes.
As any of the other.
Yes. And as we've talked about before with Blood and Ash, like, the fact that this is, again, a larger bodied protagonist, more of us are then available to be like, yes. I also just love that she has massive tits. That's so fun.
Yeah. Don't we all?
It's a huge plot point of like her trying to like find clothes that are big enough in the boots.
Or she's using the too tight gown to her advantage. And like, I love a good, like, she's almost spilling out of the bodice. I mean, it's written much better than that, but I love
and Nick just
a good too tight gown.
Nick just is like, what were you talking about?
So good.
Horn dog.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm so excited for you to read book 3 because there is, I'm not kidding, 60-page sex scene. There is, like, just, it keeps going. Well, the first time I read it, oh, I'm gonna be so sad when this ends. And I was like, it's still going. It's still going. Like, I was just, like, so pleased.
Yay!
And it's, you really have to earn it, though. So you might have some trouble with book 3.
Because of pacing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot that goes on, but it's,
I mean, that's fine.
so long.
That's fine. She just exhausted me with the first series. Like,
yeah.
let us breathe a little.
Well, I think there's going to be the War of Two Queens frustration.
Okay. It's okay. I can kind of expect it now. Thank you for the warning.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Okay, back to my rant.
Yes.
We love we talked about the found family. Again, the Draken are a huge part of that, as are the other gods. It's really it's very similar to, like, Rhysand's Night Court, kind of, like, in that it's like, there's all these leaders, all of them are corrupt.
Yes.
And there's this one guy who's like, I too am corrupt, but I'm trying not to be a dick.
Yeah.
And then everybody else,
and I'm trying to protect all my people.
And everybody else who is a similar ilk has gravitated towards him and it has, like, unwavering loyalty towards him.
Yes.
And they are the main focus of our experience in this realm.
Mm-hmm.
And that just fucking works for me. Every time, that's gonna work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that goes back as far as, like, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings, right? Yeah. The idea of this, like, band of people coming together with a similar moral objective.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think also when in our real life, when a lot of your community is your found family, we know and recognize and understand how important that is.
Yes.
You know, like, a lot of us in the Bay Area don't live near our families.
Mm-hmm.
We are transplants by statistics.
Yeah.
Most of us.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just think the idea of found family and how much, I know it enriches our lives, our found family.
100%.
And so, of course, we're going to identify with, like, circumstance puts you together, but then it's the relationship building and the caring for each other and the taking care of each other that adds just, like, the layers to the
and the respect
experience.
That builds too. I think that's so well rendered in this series, like the way, because Sierra really was not respected. I mean, she was straight up abused in her family of origin, really horrible, and she's not used to being loved and cared for,
or even heard,
or spoken to. Yeah. She grew up with some, like, crazy rules because she was the maiden.
Mm-hmm.
The first.
With the veil and everything.
Did you put that together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, well, the veil. I mean,
but she was the first maiden.
Yes, and born in the shroud in Local.
Yeah, who was found not worthy. Yeah. She was found not worthy.
That's because patriarchy's bullshit.
That's right. And Nikto's reasons for finding her not worthy are so tender and beautiful and amazing. He's not a dick.
No, he's not.
He wasn't intentionally one. Anyways, okay, so she goes to Elysium, and everyone kind of is like, accepts it. They're like, Niktos, what you doing, buddy? Like, they're kind of confused, but they like her. But then at the end of this book, when they find out about that she intended to kill him, and then in book 2, it's a huge part of book 2 is like, well, fuck you.
Yeah.
And then from there, you know, how do we rebuild to then her eventually being the primal of life, right? Like, how does she find her way out of that mess?
Yeah. I do enjoy that they don't belabor that point more than is necessary, because I think all of the stakeholders in this situation, once they're like, wait, you were going to try to kill him? You suck.
Yeah.
But then they individually all kind of reconcile, and for very real, timely, like, quick circumstance, like, things are happening.
Often there's an attack happening and she's fighting alongside someone.
Right. She's proving herself. And then also she's changing her mind, which I think there's, I think in real life, in relationships, when somebody intends to do something, they learn information and they make a hard pivot, of course, people are going to have a little bit of whiplash. But I think that it's very natural and accurate. In, like, the dialogue and everything, I'm like, yeah, I actually think that is how that would unfold.
Yeah,
we're not gonna hold it against her unnecessarily. Like, she has to prove herself. But
some characters do.
They do, but then other ones are like, well, your actions are now speaking louder than this thing that you thought was true, and also the facts have completely changed.
Yeah,
what she thought was true ends up not being true at all.
And, like, some characters, just their personalities have more empathy. Those are the ones who instantly are like, don't worry about it, girl.
Yeah.
Some characters are more like, Niktos literally saved their life, and they are so loyal to him that any threat to them is like an abomination to them. Like, right?
You will not be forgiven.
Again, that's what I was saying. Her relationship building, it all makes sense. Even though, same thing as Blood and Ash, this is a large cast of characters. I give a shit about all of them.
Agreed.
That's
Agreed.
hard to do.
Agreed. And I love watching their dialogue unfold and how they're figuring it out. And yes, you're right. Like some are going to be like, hey, girl, yeah, I went through a similar thing. I get it.
Yeah.
We cool. And other ones are like, you tried to kill my guy. Yeah. You came in here thinking you were going to do that? Absolutely not.
Yeah. Like how I will never fucking trust you again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is believable.
Yes.
Very highly
A
believable.
well-demonstrated spectrum of humanity, even though these are not humans. Okay.
Creatures. Creature.
But they're demonstrating humanity.
Yes.
Right?
Agreed. Yes.
Love the lore we've talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay. For all of us anxious queens and all of us queens who panic attack, I find the representation in this book really good because I think she's again really good at describing emotions, like the way that Nyktos and Poppy can taste feelings.
I love this.
I'm always like, yeah, that is what it's like. Or I'm like,
so cool.
Concern is like heavy cream. Like she does such a good job of like, you're surprised it tastes like a cool glass of water. Like it's just so good.
She's putting into like a physical sense.
It's like synesthetic.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm like, where am I trying to go with that? Yeah, it is like synesthesia, a type of synesthesia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
And so then when she's describing a character who doesn't do that, but like she's describing Sierra's experience of her panic and the way it feels in her body, I'm like, as somebody who has panic attacks, I'm like, it might not be exactly one for one my experience, but it's similar enough that I'm like, again, like so bought in. I'm like, yeah, like she's really panicking. It's not, again, she's not saying, oh, Sierra's panicking for people who complain that she tells and not shows, you know, in this case, it's like really well done.
Yes.
And same as depression. There's moments where Sierra gets very depressed, either like in her past or in her present in these series. And, the way her personality changes and the way that Nyktos notices it immediately. He's like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're being quiet and like polite.
Because he accuses her of not telling the truth for so long. And it's because guess what? She doesn't feel safe with him until a certain point in the story.
Yeah.
And she's been having to mask and shield and have all these machinations.
She was fucking groomed. She was groomed since birth. It's not easy to overcome that.
Yeah, or just be like, oh, hey, I trust you. I'm going to stop doing this now,
when
today.
When her literal family abused her, like, oh, I'm going to just suddenly trust somebody random, even though we have vibes and we fuck each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, people, trust and safety is important.
And that's Nyktos' whole thing.
Earned. Yes.
And like, what's so beautiful, though? What's so beautiful is Nyktos is like, why wouldn't you trust me? Kind of, because like he is the most trustworthy man. Like he's
like a golden retriever.
But he's not like yippee. He's not like a golden retriever in the romantasy realm. Like, but he's like, if I was to choose a fantasy character that I would want like taking care of me, not even sexually, if I was like, who would I feel safest with? It would probably be Nyktos. Like consent is his whole bag. Yeah. I mean, but he's been through some rough stuff.
Yeah.
And what his takeaway is I want everyone to have a choice in what happens to them, to their body, to their soul. And like, he's just so fucking considerate. And this is the primal of death. This is the one who is judging you in the afterlife, who is judging your actions, who is saying, do you deserve to go to the veil, heaven, or the abyss, hell?
Yes.
Right? You're like, I would trust him to judge my soul. Yeah. Again, really well written.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Where are we? Okay.
Ratings? Unless you have more to say?
No, I'm just, let me think. Let me do a quick think.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did take a break between the first series that was published, and even though this is the prequel, because I think I would have maybe just lost my luster a little with it.
I was very concerned about that.
Because as Sarah said, like, she'd be really disappointed if I hated this. I don't hate it. I love it. It's amazing.
I think really disappointed is putting it lightly. That would be devastated in a way that knows no bounds.
Oh, okay. Well, that is not happening. Fair. I've talked about the pacing. I do enjoy the pacing more. I am curious how the things where I'm like, Poppy and Sierra are really similar, but I'm waiting for the payoff. Like I'm assuming there's a reason, so I'm waiting for it.
Yeah. There is one.
I think her writing has definitely improved in this series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which, of course, I mean, of course, when you work on your craft, you're going to improve.
Yeah.
This is a thought I wanted to make. I was thinking halfway through reading this, what it would be like for people to read the prequel series first and then read Blood and Ash. Because, so often we get prequel series because a series has been written and then an author is like, oh, but I want to tell the story of what happened before.
So I can make more money.
Yeah, but also, I think more importantly, authors probably are like, I have a story to tell.
Yeah. And in this case, she was like, I feel like she got through most of Blood and Ash and she was like, I'm realizing that what I'm having happen here is so complex.
I'm
going to have to write a whole ass other series.
Yeah, which good for her to have it in her to like pull it out of her.
She's prolific.
I agree.
A lot of people read these interspersed.
That's too much for me.
But there's a suggested reading order that I wonder if people would read it that way if they can do it fresh.
I very rarely do that, like the tandem thing. I don't know. Maybe just my logical brain.
Well, no,
I know, but like I like to read a whole series at once.
Yeah.
But when you find, somebody who's written interrelated series and that person has died and so they're not writing anymore. Sure. And then you discover them and you're like, wow, I have like 37 books I can read. It's 5 different I'm making that up. I've never done that. But like,
or like, that's like The Wizard of Oz.
But you look for a reading, or for me, like the Marvel universe, watching those movies, in the series that I have not been able to keep track of it all, but like I legitimately want somebody to make me a mind map of which ones I should watch.
Disney Plus has that for you.
No, I know, but but they didn't at first.
They didn't know it. Now they have and when you go to Disney Plus, you go to the menu, it says Marvel chronological order.
Yeah, there's different like I forget what they're called. But anyway, it's maybe that's a bad example because it's so much.
I hear what you're saying. Like some people, perhaps in the future, are going to come to this series, research it, and see, oh, Flesh and Fire goes first.
Yes.
And read it first. And they might lose steam and get pretty disappointed halfway through Blood and Ash.
That's what I'm just curious about that. That's not how we've consumed it, but I'm just wondering, like, because her writing, I think so far, we're talking about the first book, but we've read 2. We're shortly going to talk about the second book. But would I be criticizing her writing in the Blood and Ash series more after reading this?
Probably.
Yeah.
And not everybody loves the 4th book in the series. I love it. But, some people like think it already goes downhill.
Well, it's like bands with their albums, right? You're obsessed with the first album.
Yeah.
You're real lucky if they get a good sophomore album.
Right.
3rd usually takes a left turn and you're like, okay, well, we have a sitar now. Cool. And then 4th book, they're like, no, I've lost patience with y'all. I'm not going to listen anymore.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with books. Yeah. Like, it's just, some people have their faves. Some people don't like a detour too hard left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
it is interesting. I mean, again, I'm forcing Jenny to engage with this the way that I did because I found it very pleasurable. And I think I have no idea what it's like to read them interspersed. If I ever did a reread, I would not choose to do that. I love, especially because like if I'm doing a reread, I'm probably rereading this series.
Yeah.
I love this one. And it's so, when we did the Blood and Ash, we read that one. And it was going to be a little while before we recorded book 2. But I was texting Jenny and I was like, I just have to keep reading. Like, I can't get to the end of book 1 of Blood and Ash and not keep reading, especially because the second is my favorite book.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like, so Jenny was texting me and she's like, are you ready to record? Like, did you finish book 2? And I was like, a while ago, because I just immediately started it. Like, I just can't not.
Yeah. And by the way, when I texted you 2 days ago to ask, I still had 10 hours left to listen. I'm like, I'll power through it if you're ready.
Incredible.
I finished the second book 10 minutes before I got here to record.
She's an icon.
I'm dedicated.
A legend.
I'm dedicated. Doing it for you. Doing it for you. Okay, so spice rating?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty spicy. I mean, it's maybe if you are more experienced in the smutting, you're going to be like, there's some more like exploration we could do.
Yeah.
But I actually wouldn't consider it tame because it's their relationship development and like the teasing and the buildup and all that. And I'd say this is spicy, not spicy in like, maybe like I'm having a reverse harem situation.
Like a 3.5 out of 5 or 4 out of 5?
For me, it's call this a 5 out of 5.
No.
Because the mental stimulation of this smut is so good.
Wow.
Because I'm getting the buildup and like, I want the buildup. And I think I've said this before, like, I love my husband dearly, desperately. Grant, I love you. But I've been married for 10 years. I don't get the first love thing. I remember
the anticipation
hours
before you have sex for the first time.
And I think she writes this really well. And so for me, I love the falling in love and all of that. Your
rating is based on like your spice fulfillment.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Love that for you.
Not like
I'm gonna do a standard. Is this vanilla? Is this hot? And I'm gonna say it's like generally a 3, I think. And the subsequent books, it goes up.
I agree.
Overall rating. We do this out of 10.
I would give this a solid 7. Solid 7. But I know we're going places.
I think this one's an 8 for me.
Yeah. I'll reserve my book 2 rating, but I'm going to start at a 7.
Yeah.
Because I think things are improving.
Yeah.
In the series.
Love it.
Yeah. So I need to leave a little room.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else we want to say about this book?
I don't think so. I mean, yes, but gotta stop recording sometime.
Because we gotta get to book 2.
Gotta get to book 2. Okay. All right. Thanks for reading along with us, everybody.
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
We look forward to reading the rest of the prequel.
Yeah.
All right. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Spread Your Wingspan podcast.
We would love to hear what you think about our topics today. Be sure to connect with us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You can find us on both with the handle @SpreadYourWingspan. And all of the links and more fun stuff are found on our website, spreadyourwingspan.com.
And if you have a book or author you want us to check out, send us an email at hello@spreadyourwingspan.com to tell us.
We hope you tune into the next episode.